What's up, guys? I'm DK Wrestler.
And I'm MD Shady.
And in today's video, we're going to be making our Funko predictions for Funkoween 2023.
So let's check it out.
So for today's video, myself and MD Shady are going to be making 6 predictions for Funkoween 2023. It's either going to be 6 pops, 6 sodas, or it's a mix of both. And we might as well start off with the order of me making my predictions first and then end off with MD Shady's predictions for Funkoween 2023. Alright, so the first prediction I'm going to be making for Funkoween 2023 is a set of blacklight horror pops. Last year we got a set involving, I believe it was Chucky, Elvira, Pennywise, and then there's one other, Michael Myers. That's who else we also got, but I think we're going to get another set of blacklight horror pops, but it's 4 different characters. So I listed down for the set, we're going to get a Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, a more current version of Pennywise, and then I also put Carrie because I thought, you know what, maybe there's going to be like a girl horror character, and I think last year we got a bloody Carrie pop from Funkoween, so I thought in a blacklight form, especially if you make it like pink as the blood, that I think it would look really cool with the blacklight specification. The second prediction I have for Funkoween 2023 is a pop game covers of the video game The Last of Us. Now, recently, The Last of Us has had a TV series on, I believe it's HBO Max in the States, so it would be Crave TV here in Canada. And I think I think the series is still going on or it just finished its first season, that I think would be a perfect time to announce more pops for The Last of Us. It's a very popular game series. They are still continuing the games lineup of pop game covers, with recently announced they did a Sora from Kingdom Hearts, so I don't see Funko slowing down anytime soon, and I think we have gotten, I believe it was the Witcher game covers announced at a previous Funkoween, so it is possible to see a game covers announced for Funkoween. The third prediction I have for Funkoween 2023 is my first Funko soda prediction, and it is a Stranger Things soda, but none other than Mike Wheeler. Now, we already have, I believe it's now 3 or 4 Stranger Things soda announced. We had the Dustin that was actually announced at Funkoween last year. We had Demogorgon. Steve was announced at Funko Fair earlier this year. And then the first ever Funko soda for Stranger Things was 11. So I feel like it's a safe route to start doing more human characters instead of kind of doing like a back and forth of like humans or creatures. So I thought Mike was a perfect candidate. For the common, I have it as like summer attire Mike from, I believe it was the beginning of season 4. And then for the chase, I have it with him in his Hellfire Club t-shirt. And definitely makes sense. The Dustin Funko soda that was announced at Funkoween last year, the chase also has a Hellfire Club t-shirt. So I think it definitely makes sense for Mike, who is also part of the Hellfire Club, to also have his chase having a Hellfire Club t-shirt on. The fourth prediction I have for Funkoween 2023 is a brand new wave of Dungeons and Dragons Funko Pops. And I'm talking about more of the actual games lineup than the movie. Now, of course, I do think there are going to be more movies versions of the Pops, considering that, I guess, as this video gets released, the movie just recently released in theaters, so I do think there's going to be more Pops, but I think those are going to be either just regular exclusives or Comic-Con exclusives, while I think there definitely is plans for a Dungeons and Dragons wave of Pops for the game to kind of more promote that movie, and especially a lot of D&D merch is being pumped up by other companies, so I do think Funko, for some reason, has some sort of D&D wave coming out very soon. And because I don't know too much about Dungeons and Dragons, I have done a little bit of research as of late. I don't exactly know the exact details of what I would think would be in the new wave of Dungeons and Dragons Pops, but I mean, with recent announcements like, let's say, Freddy Funko as the High Elf for the NFT set, that maybe they would do a regular High Elf figure, considering that we don't have many, I guess, human-esque characters, but more of the monsters and dragons involved with Dungeons and Dragons. The fifth prediction I have is a Funko soda prediction, and it's something that has actually been rumored for quite a bit now, but we don't exactly know the status, and I think it could happen at Funkoween, and that is 5 Nights at Freddy's sodas. And not just any sodas, a 6-pack of 5 Nights at Freddy's sodas. Like I mentioned, a while back we actually had gotten some sort of rumor slash leak of Five Nights at Freddy's sodas in a 6-pack, and that still is yet to be announced, and it still has been almost, I want to say, close to a year now since the last 6-pack of Funko sodas, which was the Scooby-Doo set. So we haven't had a 6-pack of sodas for a while, and because those were originally rumored, maybe now those were delayed and they'll be announced and released in time for Halloween this year in 2023. And I don't exactly know what they would put in the soda since I don't really know much about Five Nights at Freddy's. Probably characters that we've seen in recent waves of pops, or what we normally see, like Freddy, Bonnie, Foxy, Chica, and then maybe 2 other characters that I can't think of, but would make sense for the 6 sodas in this potential Five Nights at Freddy's Funko Soda 6-pack. And the last prediction I have here for Funkoween 2023 is a wave of pops for a Nightmare Before Christmas 30th anniversary set. This year in 2023 will mark the 30th anniversary of Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't exactly know what they would make because Nightmare Before Christmas is one of those sets where you feel like there's so many pops. What could they make next? Now, there's a lot of possibilities. Maybe they can make a new wave of Blacklight Nightmare Before Christmas like they did last year. Maybe they'll do a new train set with different characters. I don't exactly know, but I do think that there's gonna be some sort of 30th anniversary set of Nightmare Before Christmas, and we've gotten, I believe, Nightmare Before Christmas reveals at every Funkoween that Funko has done since introducing the concept, I believe, back in 2020. So we haven't really missed a year yet of Nightmare Before Christmas being featured at Funkoween.
Alright, now moving on to my list of 6 pops slash sodas, and starting off with the first pop on here, I have the Spider Gremlin from Gremlins, of course. Gremlins is one of my favorite movies of all time. Is it a Christmas movie? Is it a Halloween movie? I guess that's up for debate, but I think the Spider Gremlin would be an awesome addition to the set. We have seen a couple of newer Funko Pops for the Gremlins, with Greta is a little bit older now, the Flasher Gremlin, as well as Daffy, and a couple other pops that we've seen as well. So they have been putting out a little bit of Gremlin stuff here and there, and I think that the Spider Gremlin would be great for this set. It would have to be a bigger box. I don't know if they would count it as a 6-inch pop or if it'd be like a deluxe pop, because it would have to be pretty wide. Now, the next set of pops is something that I'm really excited about when I thought of this, and I kind of hope that one day this does happen, and it's Blacklight Pops, and that is the 3 monster cereals with Count Chocula, Boo Berry, and Frankenberry. You can probably see them right behind me right here. I would love to see some Blacklight versions of these guys. Could you imagine Count Chocula with a yellow face and maybe like purple hair, and then his outfit might be a purple color with some other different color changes? Frankenberry, you definitely have to have some kind of pink with him, but changing up a lot of the colors there too, maybe seeing some greens. And then with Boo Berry, kind of the same thing, where you kind of just change up the colors, but maybe have a couple little hints of blue in there to kind of throw shade to the normal pop. So I think this would be really cool. I don't know if it would be a 3-pack or if it'd be 3 singular pops. I don't think it really matters, but some cereal monsters Blacklight Pops I think is something that I need for my collection, and in my opinion I think it makes sense for Funkoween. Then moving on to a couple of sodas that I have listed, starting off with the first soda is also a soda from Stranger Things, but it's a different character. It is not Mike Wheeler. It's actually Vecna. And I think this would be really cool. I think that Funko could maybe redeem themselves from the not so great Funko Pops of Vecna they've made. There was the normal Vecna as well as the 2-pack that came with the Vecna from Dungeons and Dragons, and those weren't the greatest looking, so I think maybe in Funko soda form it might look a little bit better, and I think the chase would be awesome, because the chase would have to be Henry Creel in his human form, I guess you could say. I think that that would be awesome. You could have the white attire that he has on with the blonde hair. I think that that would be a really cool chase that people would definitely want to get, where people would want to buy more than one soda. And if the Vecna for the common looks good enough, I mean, that would be a really sweet soda as well. So I hope that one day Funko does do this. If they do Mike Wheeler, I think that'd be fine as well, but I really want to see a Vecna soda. Then the second soda that I have listed is for the movie Scream, of course. The 6th movie just came out, and apparently a lot of people liked it, some people didn't like it, but nonetheless, Ghostface is an iconic character, and I would love to see a Ghostface soda. Common, normal Ghostface, probably have a knife in his hand, probably have some blood on that knife, and then the chase just simply glow in the dark. I think that that's all you have to do, is make the Ghostface mask be glow in the dark, and simply that's it. You don't need any other changes of posing, just glow in the dark. Maybe you could do glow in the dark and blood splatter on his like attire, maybe that could be fine, but I think a glow in the dark version would be really cool, especially if it glows like a green color rather than glowing white, because you really want to see that glow happen very, very well. Then moving back on to Funko Pops, I actually have a movie poster, and that is for the Ghostbusters. I think that this would be a great idea, something that I would have to have for my collection. I currently don't own any of the Funko movie posters, and if this got announced, it might be the first one that I add to my collection. And that, of course, like I said, would be Ghostbusters, and the ghost that would be on it would be the Icon Ghost slash Moogly, I believe is the way it's supposed to be pronounced. I don't know what the actual term for this ghost is supposed to be. Moogly or the Icon Ghost, the ghost that you see right on the cover, that would be perfect. They could even have the no ghost symbol kind of around him, which would be cool, or they can simply just have the ghost himself and he doesn't necessarily have to have that symbol when you're dealing with a Funko Pop for a movie poster. I think this would be cool. Sometimes they do add 2 characters though, so maybe we would see a Slimer on here as well, or we can see one of the other ghosts from the first movie be with the Icon Ghost, but I don't necessarily think you have to. I think you could just keep it down to the one singular pop. And then the last pop that I have on here is for The Office, and that is of Gabe in his Lady Gaga Halloween costume, but I don't think because of licensing they could really put Lady Gaga on the package, so it would be like pop star or as musician or something like that. But Gabe as Lady Gaga would be a hilarious pop. I don't think there is even a Gabe pop to begin with, so it would be kind of cool to see this one for one of the Halloween costume ones, and then maybe down the line we see an actual Gabe pop.
Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed our video on Funkoween 2023 predictions, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we hope to see you guys in the next video. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here.
Peace in, peace out.